Welcome to Sisters Before Blisters, Chafing the Dream. Hi, I'm Cheryl.
I'm Christine.
And I'm Colleen.
We're three sisters living in three different countries who thought it would be a brilliant idea to sign up for a 70.3 Ironman triathlon as a relay team.
That's 1.2 miles of swimming, 56 miles of biking, and a half marathon, combined as a team, which sounds totally doable until you remember none of us are spring chickens anymore.
We're documenting every painful, hilarious, inspiring moment of our 13-month journey from what have we done to race day glory, or a complete disaster.
Expect training mishaps, sister drama, expert advice, and proof that the best terrible decisions are made with family. Let's do this. Welcome back to Sisters Before Blisters. This is a podcast where we have three sisters in three different countries training to be in a race all together in September. We are doing a 70.3 Ironman relay, and we have three different legs. I'm doing the bike. I am from Canada, and my name is Cheryl.
I'm Christine, and I am the swimmer, and I am from Michigan, but currently in Virginia.
And I'm Colleen, and I am doing the running portion, and I am currently in Germany.
Yay!
Yep.
So in this episode, we're talking about update of the sisters. We have shirts coming hopefully soon. We have prep for our training. The weather has changed, so it's much warmer outside. So we are all in training mode. Colleen is getting prepped to move again to a different base. So we've got some things in the works. And today we're going to just start with our wins, setbacks, and fails. So just kind of a 1 point of what you want to share. So Christine, will you share with us your 1 point?
Okay, let's try to keep it to one. I've got lots.
Well, there's more time for lots.
Okay, well, the last couple weeks, I was able to get into the pool and start swimming again. I got to wear my wetsuit. Yay! That was
You got
exciting.
one with sleeves, right?
I got it with sleeves, and it helps me float. I can sit and float. One drawback, it's snug, which they're supposed to be, but as I'm like pulling up here, I had like a bunch of little bruises because I kept pinching my skin. So it looked like I got beat up a little bit. So I guess that'll be my 1 point. I'll leave the rest alone.
Okay. So we'll probably get into it in a little bit, but I know you're away from Michigan, you're camping with the Scouts right now, and you did do a swim.
I did.
Did you do the swim with the wetsuit or not so much?
No, I left the wetsuit at home in Michigan. I am in Virginia. We're starting our second week of Scout camp. They do a mile swim in a man-made lake. And so last week I was able to complete that with my daughter. And there was like 30 of us that did it all. And it was a great kind of introduction to open water swimming and trying to sight and these little dinky buoys. So I'm hoping that the buoys are bigger.
They'll be pretty big for like a big race.
Yes. So it was very interesting, it was very cool to like, there was no pressure. It was still like, not a race necessarily, but just trying to complete it. And it was fun. I got to do it with my daughter. And
yeah. Did it give you like some confidence going into more training?
A little bit, and definitely like I definitely did a lot of breaststroke, but it wasn't it was weird. I don't know. Just like getting in the water and that anxiousness, that adrenaline, and then trying to get into a groove of swimming, and then you can't see anything on the bottom, which is great because I don't want to see anything swimming below me. But then like you try to sight where the buoy is and you see it, and then you take like 3 more strokes and then you don't see it. And like they have kayaks and rowboats that are supposed to be like helping you out, and sometimes you get off a little bit. And then you got like other swimmers that aren't really great swimmers, and so you got to go around people. And I felt like that was very much what it might be at the race, and so you still have to learn how to steer. So I felt like it was very good training.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
That's a win.
Yep. The
Yeah.
water was pretty calm, but definitely felt some waves from the kayaks and the other people kicking. So, yep, definitely swallowed some water,
Yeah.
but and definitely trying to breathe bilaterally, so breathing on both sides. And the sun was a little bit of an issue, so that made it difficult when we were training throughout the week. So trying to breathe more on my left side than my right, and just having to be adaptable.
Mm, I love it. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Colleen, how about you? What's your win setback feel? Your one point for right now.
I ran a 5K, so the first rate, like actual race that I've done. So since, we
How did it
started this
feel?
whole process. Yeah. It was really hot. It was like 85 degrees when we started at 9 a.m. already. So it was a really, really hot race. The run itself, I was like, okay, it was definitely a faster pace than I'll be doing for this for our race. And I did have one moment of like, it was one of those lovely like long grade inclines that we have, and it was just super hot, and it was a little bit past halfway, and I felt like this panic coming up, like this is getting really hard, and I feel like I can't breathe, and I'm super hot, and I'm gonna have to do 5 times this distance in 3 months, and I'm not ready, and like this like spiraling of like, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. And I had to like really force myself to stop. And like I physically stopped. I took 3 big steps. I took 3 big breaths. I was like, it'll be okay. And then I just kept going. And I was able to finish and I was fine. And I recovered really quickly after I finished. Like, so like I know it was okay. It was just in that moment. My heart rate, I was checking my watch, it hit like 205. I was like, okay, yeah, just like mental panic. And I really haven't experienced that too much with other races or games or anything like that. And so that's something new that I was like, okay, I need to be able to walk through that because it might happen again. And so just, yeah, just that was a little different for me. But finished the race, felt good. I was a little sore after. It was hot, pushed the pace probably harder than I should have. And, but it was fun. And I was glad
Okay.
I got that first part over with. So
Yeah, yeah, that's interesting that you haven't had that experience until now. And now you have more information that you can take that and figure out, okay, if that happens during the big race, what are you gonna do?
yeah, yeah. I feel like in the past I've always kind of been able to like talk myself down before reaching that point, and for some reason it just like came up super fast, and I didn't have like, I don't know, who knows what my mental state is these days. So I feel like maybe my mental game needs just as much work as my miles that I need to be putting in. So
Yeah, I think that's a fair
yeah.
point for all of us, for
Mhm.
each one of us in a different way. And Colleen, you've been through a ton of stuff recently, and moving coming up is a lot, and then the kids, and yeah, being away from family is hard. So there's plenty there to kind of tap on your last nerve and your mental space.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
okay. I was able to walk away with it, like get away from it though. So like move on. That was good.
good, good.
Yeah.
I love that you were able to just physically slow down and then slow down your breath and then get back to it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's a little bit like what Kim mentioned when we were talking about happiness and like working through and pivoting through those emotional moments.
Yeah. Just breathe. Just breathe.
Just breathe. Just breathe.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right, Cheryl, your turn.
So I played soccer a month ago. I joined the league, as I mentioned here, I think a couple podcasts ago, and it was an experiment to see how I was doing. And I, I have put quite a bit of time in supplementation, physical therapy, strength, doing all the things that I know how to do to get my body in a good place. And I felt great going into the game. I had a great game. I was nominated, like, old lady league. I was nominated player of the game. So I had a great
Oh,
game. I played all positions except for goalie, and I enjoyed it immensely. I was fast, which I was surprised because I haven't like sprinted in a long time. My passes connected like eerily well, so And I really, really, really enjoyed the day. And I played both halves. They're 45-minute halves, so they're full 90 minutes. And it was hot. My body did great. I stiffened up a little bit towards the second half, but all in all, I was super impressed with how my body handled it. My knees were great, my shoulders were great, my hips, everything was good. I got home, I iced, everything was good that night. Everything was fantastic. I felt so good, and I thought, oh, okay, yeah, I got this. And then the next morning, I couldn't move. And it wasn't that I was like muscular sore, it was that my knees just locked, and I have had shooting pains ever since. I know that I have muscles that have just shut off. So I'm watching my right quad just like wither. It's not firing. And I have been in so much pain since the day after that I haven't played in the next 4 games, and I've withdrawn so that somebody else could take my spot and play because I can't even walk around the block still. I don't know
Oh,
what I did specifically, but my knee is not happy. But
sorry.
I had a
But
fantastic game. Won.
You went
it
out
was
with
like
a
all those years of
bang.
repetition and training and everything, they just kind of showed back up, right?
It's so disappointing.
I'm
So
sorry.
crazy disappointing. But now I know where I stand. Thankfully, I am doing the bike with you guys, and I know I can do that. I've gotten on the bike a handful of times in the last month, and the revolution, the first handful don't feel so good because it's really compressing that knee. But after I get some motion in it, it's great. And I
Good.
still have decent power, and I can get through that full rotation. So yeah. So kind of a crappy scenario, but we're gonna be fine for the triathlon, I think. All right. For those of you who are still listening, don't forget to like and subscribe our channel. We have moved the channel to Sisters Before Blisters proper. We have moved it off of, I had another channel and we were just kind of cultivating it. Now it's its very own channel. So go in and make sure you like and subscribe to this new channel because, well, we love your support and we're trying to grow the channel now. So let's jump into the conversation. So our conversation today is about our nutrition plans for our individual pieces of the race and our individual bodies and how we think we need to make sure that we fuel properly and are able to recover afterwards. So I'd love to know, Colleen, do you have a nutrition plan? And if you do, what is it?
Are you talking about for a race or just like in general?
For the race, for like
For the race.
race,
Okay.
like
Yeah.
pre-race, during the race, after the
Yep.
race, what's your game plan for our event?
Yeah. So, before the race, I plan to, so the morning of is bagel, peanut butter, and banana. That's always like my morning of meal for any race, any activity, anything that I'm doing. And then I know that I will not be racing for another, let's see, looks like almost 2-ish, maybe 3 hours.
Longer,
So, oh yeah. Well, no, because Chris, oh, no, longer. You're right.
because
So
it
I
looks
know
like
that.
Christine sent over a timestamp of what the average is for women, and it looked like I think mine was like 3 hours, around 3 hours, and
And
Christine
mine
was
was
Okay.
about 45
45 minutes.
minutes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, you're almost like 4 hours into the race starting.
Before I start, yeah. Well, I'll probably still do the same breakfast. I might add like eggs or something like that just because I have so much time. And then it'll be a peanut butter and jelly, probably about 30 minutes before I start the race. I'm going to do right when I start, I do the blocks, the like gummy blocks is what I like to have, and my stomach can handle it, so I do that. And then it'll be every 25 to 30 minutes to try and get one of those in, erring on the side of 25 minutes. Because when I've raced before, if I waited till 30 or 31, I seem to really start to go down a little bit. My body's changed since then. So I'm going to test it to kind of see where within that 5 minutes I need to be. But it'll be, yeah, every 25 to 30 minutes, another gummy, And then I'll have a backup of, I like the waffle, the like Stroop waffle
Mm.
ones. I think there's a brand, it's a honey brand that has
Honey
them.
waffle, I think
Honey
it's like,
waffle, yeah.
yeah, honey waffle. It's like, it's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a honey waffle. And so I'll have that like in my nutrition belt and be able to like if I feel like I need something a little bit more substantial, I'll have that. And then yeah, water and Gatorade at the stops and or an electrolyte or whatever. And then yeah, just repeating that all the way until the end. And then yeah, hydrate start hydrating 2 nights before, hydrate that morning, and then yeah, just get as much electrolyte and water as I can in the race in moderation. I've always like been told too, like if you take a big glug of water and it sits in your stomach, it of course makes it worse. So like take a drink and then like hold it in your mouth for a little while and then like take small swallows as you're running. And that seems to work pretty well for me too.
Oh, good. That's a good tip.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
will try not to swallow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't,
See,
you
we're all
don't want to
different.
swallow. So, Christine, what's your nutrition plan minus the algae?
I just need to worry about some carbs and protein in the morning, I think. I don't really know. Oatmeal is usually something good for me that sticks with me, doesn't weigh me down too much. So maybe some oatmeal and some fruit. I had a fellow teacher offer me some pre-workout. I've never used pre-work. I just always worked out and everything. And he's like, "Oh, you're gonna feel it." I'm like, "Nope, never felt it." But it didn't like have any bad side effects either. So
Okay.
I don't know. He's offered stuff to me, so I might dabble and try and see if something would give me some more energy. But my race is shorter, so it's not something that I really concerned
Hmm.
about. I figure as long as I eat a decent breakfast and hydrate a couple days before, I should be fine.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
the mile here, I did in 32 minutes. So I understand, like Michigan's much bigger. Waves are
Mhm.
going to be different. Current's going to be different. I understand that, but I figure I should be good. I'm hoping for an hour.
Yeah. That would be good.
Oh,
As long as you're not eating right before, because
Right.
that would be gross if you have
Yeah.
to throw up or something.
No,
yeah. Oh.
I figure I will eat before we leave the place that we're staying in, and I should be good.
Perfect. Perfect. Well, my go-to is a tuna sandwich and coffee. I used to do bananas, but sometimes bananas upset my stomach. So I don't need to have the farts or the squirts while I'm on a bike.
Just drive through a mud puddle.
Oh man, that would be awful to have it because you can't get away from it. It's not like
No.
when you run, you just like, leave it. It'd be all over the bike and
And then it like hit the tire and it was just like fling up your back and
up
like,
the
yeah.
back. Oh, so gross. No. So I'm just gonna stick with the tuna sandwich and coffee. That was when I played football, that was my go-to. And that's usually about an hour before I actually do the activity. So hour and a half. I have time for the protein to be digested just a little bit. And coffee is the caffeine, but I only use a small coffee. So it's not a huge spike. It's just enough to get the morning started. And I love the taste of coffee. I love coffee. I just love coffee. So why not? It's always black. I do throw in a little bit of coconut oil in my coffee, so I'll have those good fats along with it. So coffee and tuna sandwich, and then during the race, Colleen, like you, I like the chews. I can't. The goos are so gross. Like the packets that are like the liquidy goo. Ugh. It's hard. I have to like I have done it in the past where I have to like squeeze. I can do about a quarter of a goo at a time, but I have to keep it in my mouth and I have to throw a bunch of water in it and then I have to like manually swish it around so it becomes more of like a slurry and then I can swallow it. If I just try to swallow the goo, it's like, man, it's gag worthy.
Mhm.
Not worth it.
Not worth it. Not worth it. So I'm gonna
Just
stick
have a
with the
gummy.
chews. Yeah, we're gonna do the chews and lots of water. So I have on my yellow bike, I have two water holders, and then depending on what shirt I wear, I can put water in the back. And I remember from the last race that I did that there were water stops, and I remember I had to actually stop and add more water because it was such a hot day. And we will be in September, so it's very possible it's going to be a very hot day. And if I'm on the bike for 3-4 hours, I'm going to need a lot of water.
Mhm.
So I'm expecting to be able to stop and be able to refill some of those water bottles. And then afterwards, I plan on probably a piece of fruit like a nectarine, some salt tabs to replenish because I know I'm going to be sweating, and it- potentially a protein smoothie, but probably not. Again, that can upset my stomach sometimes, and I usually don't do a protein smoothie, so I want to stick to things that I know are good and I've practiced with. But afterwards is a little less risky. Colleen
Yeah.
will be on the course and I'll be hanging with the family.
I think I want to make sure for after having some pickle juice. I have had some good results with that too.
I love pickle
Oh
juice.
yeah. Yeah, pickle juice would be good. And I mean, if you're gonna have pickles, might as well just put them on a burger for after. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and I was going to say afterwards, I'm looking
That's my
forward
my
to
post meal.
a burger and a beer.
Yep, I think
Sounds
I'll
good.
just do that. But I'm at the end, so yeah,
It'll be fun. It'll be a lot of
yeah.
fun. So yeah, burger and a beer. So, a question that I received from somebody recently was with the culture change. I mean, Christine, you're not right this second, but live northern Michigan. I live in Canada. Colleen, you're in Germany. Does sports nutrition look different in the different places that we live? So, like salt tabs or the chews, or is it all the same? Is it not the same? Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
think it's hard to find some of those things here in the grocery stores.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I mean I've perused, but I haven't found much nutrition, goos, chews. Like there's not a variety of things where I'm at. I don't think nutrition is high on the list of priorities where I live.
Mm-hmm.
There I know like one of a friend, she just ran in the Boston Marathon. So I know that she's probably ordering things from Amazon because that's going to be where you have most variety and it comes right to your door.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I like there are people that do take nutrition and activities and want to be active and everything, but majority in our area it's not important.
Okay, so you're gonna either have to order it or rely on real food.
And I would prefer like being able to go and get like a couple different versions of things and test them out instead of having to like order a whole box of something and then you hate it.
Yes, yeah. And those types of chews and sports nutrition supplements, supplementation, I should say, can be very expensive.
Yes.
And Colleen, we were talking about the honey waffles. Those, I think they're a couple bucks a piece, and the waffles are just like they're not very big.
Hmm.
They're like $4 or $5 a piece.
Yeah, you can get a box of them and they're a little bit cheaper if you order them in bulk. And I mean, here they're actually much cheaper, I have to say. Like in Germany, they like their sports. So they do have a lot of the nutrition here, and they also don't allow like artificial coloring in anything. Artificial flavors and artificial colors are not allowed. So you get everything with like beetroot is for the coloring if it's red or, something like that. But they do really like their sugar for some reason. So they have like these little tablets that are like sugar tablets. Like I don't know how to describe it. They like it looks like a mini chocolate bar, but it's all white and it's chalky and it's sugar and it's they're called dextrose and that's what they'll do that. But they have the waffles and they have the chews. Sorry. And they have everything, but the like bars and stuff are coated in like there's sugar on the outside, which drives me nuts. Because I'm like, I don't want granules of sugar, when you're trying to eat. But it is much cheaper than the States.
We might have to put an order in with you
I was gonna say, yeah,
pre-race.
I'll bring them.
I can't say that I've found a lot of stuff here in Canada. I think it depends on where you hang out, where you shop, because it's not in the grocery stores, but I would assume that if you went to the bike shop that you would be able to find some of the chews and whatnot. But it kind of like you, Christine, it's just not readily available. I remember when I lived in Atlanta, you just go to the grocery store and it's right there. They were
Yeah.
easy to pick up.
Well, and when we traveled to, I forget, one of our other trips, I don't know if it was Zion or Hollyhock or whatever it was, like we just were at the grocery store and just picked some up.
Yeah, yeah.
Like at the bike shops and stuff like that, the more localized whatever athletic thing you're doing, they might have them, but oftentimes the prices on those are jacked up too. So it's kind of frustrating with that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were in Lexington, Virginia, and we went to one of the shops down there. It was hiking, camping, all of those types of things. And there were individual supplies there, but it's expensive. Way more than if you were to order online.
Yeah, or just prepare before you
Yes.
got there and have
Yep.
it. It's like trying to buy a bottle of water at the airport.
Yes.
It's way more expensive.
Yes.
Or, go to a baseball game and you're like, $10? Are you kidding
Mm-hmm.
me? $10 for a bottle of water?
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. So is there a food that you thought maybe would be a winner or a hero in your repertoire and it is just not for you?
Well, I tried eating an apple multiple times before I go and swim. And I love apples, but getting in the water and trying to breathe, it just left like it was a weird sensation in my mouth. I don't know.
Okay.
It wasn't like sour, but it was like, I don't know. It was just, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it.
Like it. Whatever it was, you didn't
I
like
didn't
it.
like it. I didn't like it. So I'm not going to do apples before I swim.
Okay, that's good. That's good to know.
Yeah.
I mentioned earlier that I don't do bananas anymore. I know that there are always at these races they always have bananas and they're always like cut up in quarters and you can just grab them. And they
Mhm.
also have chocolate chip cookies usually for these races. I can do the chocolate chip cookies if I'm gonna cheat on the gluten part. But yeah, bananas not so pretty. So
Yeah.
yeah, not my cup of tea. Colleen, how about you? Do you have a
Yeah.
non-hero food?
So tuna fish, I know you mentioned it. My friend, I swear, my friend Jen, who played for University of Utah, like she was like pregame tuna, and you're like tuna. I no, absolutely not. Nope, can't do it. I'm okay with tuna. Like I eat tuna fish, it's fine. It's not something that I'm like, oh, I hate it, and I would try this. No, like I'll eat tuna fish. Okay, we'll try it before a game or a run. No, it will. I cannot
What
do it.
happens? What
It just
happens to
like
you?
the flavor like does not leave my system, I feel like. And no, and I'll have fish burps, like when you take fish
Yes.
oil and you get fish, that's what I'll have, but it's tuna fish burps. So
Oh,
no.
So
I'm
yeah,
sure it's a great source of protein. I sure wish it would work for me, but it doesn't.
same thing like with like green peppers. You get the pepper burps and it's just it
mm,
doesn't leave.
yeah, I get pepper burps. I don't like those.
I really like peppers, so I don't mind the pepper burps.
But not tuna fish burps.
No. Oh goodness. Well, is there a non-negotiable food that you lean on quite heavily when you're training that you just like you have to have
Yes.
besides pickles?
Peanut butter and jelly. Good PB&J. Always.
I'm just whatever I can find.
Whatever you can find. Okay.
Well, my kids eat everything I buy, so it's whatever's left over.
I gotcha. I gotcha. I can't do PBJ as it's fine. Like maybe a little bit like you, Colleen, with tuna. I'll eat it, but I have It kind of, I don't know if it's the bread or it's the combination of the sugar and the fat. I'm not really sure what happens, but my stomach just like it feels like it's expanding exponentially, and then I feel heavy, and I have PBJ burps. If that's
We are a
okay.
gassy bunch of people.
Yeah, we are. So PBJs, I'll reserve them for like emergencies or hey, there's nothing else left, so we'll eat those. But and I always use gluten-free bread. So the gluten-free bread, since I've flopped to gluten to non-gluten, that's helped quite a bit, but it's still it's just like expands and it feels yucky in my stomach. So PBJs are not my favorite thing. But what is a non-negotiable for me is a clean protein and vegetables. I love vegetables. So particularly if they're steamed or if they're roasted, I it doesn't matter what kind of vegetable it is, except for eggplant. I don't really like eggplant. I love vegetables. So and putting a clean protein along with that is a non-negotiable. That's what I eat almost daily. So that is a must have for me. Do you guys have any fears around nutrition when it comes to game day?
That's I'm gonna eat something and I'm gonna have a tummy ache or need the bathroom a lot or
It's going to be hard in a wetsuit. If you have to go number two,
well no,
you
because
got to take the whole damn thing off.
I
I wish,
just mentioned us being gassy.
I know. I wish they came with a flap. You know, like long
Let it
pajamas have
out.
a flap. I wish they had a flap in the wetsuits.
All
Well,
I'm picturing is the Dr. Seuss, like the little underwear button thingies in the back, the Dr. Seuss characters.
I'm just thinking that I need to practice and see. This sounds really stupid, but what actually happens if I fart in the wetsuit?
It might roll up
I
the
think
front.
I think you
It's
float
gonna roll
more.
all the way up here. I'm gonna get.
Maybe like pull back here so it's not so bad.
Yeah, let it out the back.
Yeah. Like if
I
you feel it
wonder.
coming up, just like
I
Bloop.
wonder if you would be able to see like the bubble as it travels.
how much are you farting? That's a
I
big
don't know. That's my fear. I hope I don't fart at all. But is it gonna give me more buoyancy?
Maybe.
I think so.
I would assume that it would seep out because it's not a dry suit, it's a wetsuit. So
Yeah,
things can go in and out of the suit.
yeah.
I don't think it's going to be a problem.
Okay.
Oh goodness. I'm worried about GI issues. Again, I'll avoid the bananas, I'll avoid the PBJs to avoid the things that I know could be a problem. But still being on a bike in a during a hot day, exerting for that many hours, sometimes GI issues do show up just because of lack of salt or not sweating enough, toxins, all of that good stuff can create GI issues. So I'm looking forward to continuing to train and being ready for that, but that would be my fear is GI issues. Colleen, you have any nutrition issues or fears, sorry, on race
Yeah,
day?
just getting the timing wrong. I think like just eating too soon or too late or being hungry. Like I said, I'm going to try to train with the gummies when I start getting a little bit longer in my miles just to see, but getting the timing wrong is kind of my biggest fear.
Yeah, that's important because yeah, running you really feel it. I
Hmm.
remember there was one time where I pushed myself way too far without any nutrition, and the slowing down and the bonking was profound. It
Yeah.
was a great experience for me to actually feel it because now I know. But
Hmm.
yeah, it's a weird feeling when your body is just like, nope, we're not going any further. You're done.
Done.
And you can't recover from it, at least not quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the hardest part is like if you get it wrong, like you're screwed.
Mhm.
It's not like, oh, I'll just hurry up and eat and feel better. No, like you need to stop, you have to eat, you have to drink, and like maybe you'll be okay, but you're gonna feel like crap the rest of the race. And I have to make sure my time, like have my watch going and make sure my timing's on point. The biggest fear is to mess that up.
I think with a half marathon, you'd be able to get through,
Oh yeah.
but
Yeah, but
to do it right, you're right.
I don't want to feel like crap the whole time though.
No, and you don't want to feel like crap after.
Yeah. Yeah. Same. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because we're gonna have burgers and beers after, and we want to celebrate with our fam.
I don't want to be like, take a bite of burger and be like, oh, cramping. No.
No. No fun. No fun. All right, question for you guys.
Mhm.
If you were to fail to pack something in your pack for the race, what would you cry about if it didn't get put in the pack to come with you?
Shoes.
Shoes. Yeah, you're running
My
barefoot.
my running shoes.
Goggles or wetsuit?
Goggles,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
that'd be tough. You probably, I bet you there's going to be a couple vendors there, so you might be able to pick up a couple of small things like cap, or because you're going to get a cap and you're going to want to put your cap over top the cap that you have.
Yep.
Goggles, probably. There
I
might be
don't
some
like.
shoes there.
I
But
bought a new pair of goggles and I don't like them, so I need to go get another one. In this mile, so it was another good practice thing. They were like bulging my eye. I couldn't see,
oh
but they
yeah.
weren't like, I don't know. I gotta like work them. I'll try it again.
I got like a big mask one where it was over my eye sockets, both above and below.
Yeah.
And I really liked those when I was swimming. Like oversized
Yeah.
goggles.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That might be a thing. I think
Cheryl, yours?
yeah, I would absolutely cry if I didn't bring my foam roller.
Oh. Yeah.
Before and after I need it. I'm on that foam roller every day, all the time. It helps me feel good. It helps me recover, makes my muscles feel a little more supple. And I think after I'm really gonna want it. Before for sure, but after I
Yeah.
would cry if I didn't have
Yeah.
it.
What about
I feel like
ibuprofen? Popping those like candy?
the ibuprofen.
Ibuprofen.
Oh,
Oh,
ibuprofen.
for
Hopefully
after.
we won't need any. We've trained well enough. We won't need any of that.
We're all old. Oh, did I tell you about the bear?
You
No.
have a bear?
Well, the bear was grunting last night around 1 o'clock. Like close, like in this field right here, and my tent is like right there.
Is all your
That's
food
terrifying.
put away?
Food is
You
in
guys do bear
the
boxes?
vehicles. Yep, in the trailer that I hauled, the food is in there, and then there's some food here in the truck.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, don't let those kids take anything in those tents. And
No,
make sure there's no like juice or anything in their water bottles, only water.
yep, smellables.
Yep.
Smellables.
Even like chapstick that smells like food or like body wash and stuff like that, they have to be careful with,
It's all in
especially
here. Yep, we've already gone
good.
over it. No, they're
Okay.
pretty good,
Man,
but it's fun.
scary.
Yeah, sorry.
So it's still in the truck?
The smellables are in the truck. Yes,
Yeah, I've seen a couple of incidents where the bear got into the
and
vehicle.
yep, I've seen those too.
You have insurance for bear attack.
Oh.
Sorry,
What was that?
she's blowing raspberries on the window behind me. That's what's happening. There's no farting. I know we've
It
talked about
sounded
it,
like a
but
bear.
oh, maybe she's being a bear. I don't know. No, she's putting her mouth on the glass and going like blowing raspberries.
Lovely. Lovely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, back to the nutrition part. Has training changed your relationship with food in any way?
Yes. When
Tell
I'm
me how.
training, I cut out more of the bad stuff and I try to look for healthier alternatives. So it helps me stay more focused.
That's good.
Yeah. How about
Would
you, Cheryl?
No, I'm a clean eater anyway. Just feel better if I eat clean. Like I said, lots of vegetables, clean proteins, gluten-free. I avoid the sugar. For the most part, I feel like I do a pretty good job with nutrition as a whole. I do like beer, so that could be I pull that out when I'm training. But no, I can't say that training really changes my relationship with food all that much, except for pulling away the alcohol.
What about
Colleen,
you,
how about
Colleen?
you?
Not a ton. I just always like, I don't know, just make sure that I eat something decent before a run or decent before an activity. That doesn't really change that though. That's something I've kind of always done. I don't know that training has changed any of that. Once I get into the longer miles, I think that'll change just because like I said, I have to practice with the gummies and I just want to be super clean and not have any inflammation that I don't need. So I think as I start getting bigger in the miles, like after I start hitting like 6 miles, like 4 miles, 6 miles, I'll probably start cutting out like the tomatoes and the heavy pastas and anything that, and a lot of the dairy, anything that would like really inflame the body, just to keep my knees a little bit, give them, give them a fighting chance, you know, on those longer runs, 6, 8, 10 miles, things like that. So yeah, that would be the only big change.
That makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. Anything else about food that you're nervous about, or you want to change, or you want to experiment with, either of you?
I'm nervous to experiment. There's things I definitely would want to try, but I'm always nervous to like change it up. I've
Um,
always been curious about like the carbohydrate drink mix that like the ultra marathoners always have, and
Oh
like
yeah.
it's like the chalky, like
I used to have
I
a
don't know.
pink version, and it was years ago, and I used it, and I was just it made me feel dehydrated. I would drink it,
Okay.
and then I would have to drink so much more water to keep up with what it made my body feel like. So I prefer just water.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd
But
be nervous to
everybody's
try it
different.
anyway. Yeah.
Could try it, see what happens.
Hmm.
Time out.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Uh, Lewis is, I don't know, he's got lung and heart issues, I think. So he was running around and then
oh,
he has this like reverse cough thingy that he does. And then he usually throws up. But he didn't throw up. He seems like he's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
It's
so is
gross.
it like a hiccup?
It's like a
Um,
The dog, I mean, Wiley does it and Oscar used to, the reverse sneezing and stuff. Sometimes they do that, but they're okay. It's just whatever, yeah. I didn't think to put that as my like one of my sad things. I was just excited that I got through the 5K, but I did lose my running partner. So
hmm.
yeah, my buddy. But it's okay. He wouldn't have been able to train. He's too old to train with me anyway. But yeah, lost my buddy.
yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. How old was he?
He was 10, going on 11.
And
So
you adopted him the first time you were in Germany, right?
yeah, 2017 we got him and we left in 18. So
And he's from Spain, is it, or Portugal?
Spain. Yep, came from Spain and then they do like we went through a whole adoption process and then they take a transport and like kind of go through Spain, go through Italy, Austria, and then come up into Germany. And we were like the last stop. So he had quite a journey to get to us. And then yeah, then he's traveled even more. So
Yes.
he's
He
got
loved
more
it.
stamps in his passport than most people.
Way more than me.
Yeah, he was definitely a well-traveled dog, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's his breed?
So he was a Podenco mixed with, and we weren't sure if it was like just a Brittany Spaniel or like a German pointer or what, because what they'll do is they'll just take all these hunting breeds and mix them together and try and get a good hunting dog. And then in Spain, they don't have any laws against cruelty for animals. So if they didn't do the right thing, they would let them go or tie them to a fence and let them die or shoot them or maim them or treat them terribly. And so, yeah. So there's a lot of dogs that get just left on the streets because the hunters are like, well, that didn't work. And then they just throw them away.
Aw.
Yeah, it's really sad. It's
So
really like awful.
what was Oscar's story? How did he become available to be adopted?
They found him on the street. So he was picked up by Spanish Stray Dogs UK is the adoption agency that we went through. And they have a pound. They work with local pounds in Spain to get dogs adopted. And so they'll go out and like find these dogs running on the streets or, hurt, or they've got hit by a car or they're in bad shape, and they'll capture them and like bring them to the pound and take care of them, do if they have to have surgery, they'll have surgery, or if they need medicine, they'll do medicine, and then they get them well enough to adopt out. And they get all their shots, they get all their treatment, they get a passport, they get chipped, everything, and they make sure that they're like they train them a little bit too. They do a little bit of training with each dog. They were really wonderful. And I thought, I mean, a really good job to bring Oscar to us. So
Do
yeah.
you think while you're in Germany right now, have you considered using their services again?
I have. There's a really sweet little dog on there called Ruby. And
Uh-oh.
She looks like Oscar, but she's like brindled instead of all brown. But I don't know if I'm ready yet. So we'll see.
That's hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard to start over again.
Yeah. And Wiley's lonely, so I don't know. He seems a little sad. So we'll see.
And how old is Wiley?
He's 7.
Okay, so he's a little older than I thought he was.
Hmm. Yeah, because he was only 3 months old when we got him in 2019. So I think that's right, 7. Yeah.
Okay. Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
How's your guy doing?
Oh,
Yeah.
he is living the dream.
The dream. Oh,
So my dog is a little weird. He will lay down to eat. And he'll just pick out like one little chunk at a time. His food right now has chunks of salmon in him. And he's always kind of been weird with his food, but he'll take out the chunks of salmon and then he'll take the rest of the kibble in the bowl, like carry the bowl outside and then leave it outside.
what? So is
Okay.
he like saving the salmon for himself inside?
Yes, like he eats all of the salmon himself and then he like goes outside and Roger says he dumps it. Maybe not, I don't know, but he wants just the salmon.
He's sharing with the wild animals. That's weird.
Yep.
Okay.
Goofy.
But he's good. He's I don't know what, 4 now, 3, something like that, and he's just a happy puppy. I get his leash out and he stands there perfectly still waiting to go and waiting at the door. He just loves going for a run, for a walk. He's just a happy guy.
Good.
That's good. Excellent. Well, are you guys running into any injury issues, or are you feeling pretty good about where you're at training wise?
My shoulders are
But
feeling better.
Oh, that's
it's
good.
good.
Yep. We're with the scouts, attempted to go on a 5-mile hike yesterday, and they did a great job of orienteering and everything, but the trails have not been kept up.
Mm,
And so we had to turn around multiple times. And hiking straight up and then straight down is not good for my knees. So those are a little bit sore. My one knee does not want to straighten all the way,
mm.
and it doesn't want to bend all the way either. So I don't know if next time I see you, Cheryl, if maybe you could take a look at that.
Yeah, I can take a look.
Knees felt okay after the run, but I am still having like an Achilles flare up. I had issues with it last season for soccer, and so when I did the run, I could definitely feel it kind of getting agitated. So, but I'll be doing my exercises and taking care of it, and I'll probably tape it for the race just to be safe. But yeah, that's I did have a little twinge, but if that's the worst thing I have to worry about, then we're in good shape.
Yay, yay. Yeah, keep an eye on that. Achilles can get worse. And when they
Yeah,
go, they are
not happy. Yeah,
not going.
they can
Yeah,
be bad.
can be very
Yeah, no,
bad.
I have some good exercises that helped pretty quickly, so I'll just start those up again and take care of it and stretch and yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, I already
I
mentioned my stuff, which is what my knee, particularly my right knee. So I'm just going to get back into the garage and start lifting heavy and rehab it the best I can. And I'm sure at some point I'm going to have it, cleaned out with a scope. But I'm trying to push that off as far as I can because I want to keep all my parts if I can. Yep. Okay, good. So Colleen, before we wrap up,
yeah,
let's
move
talk
me.
about the next part.
Yeah. So, all right, let's do one word or phrase or mantra if you want. um to start this training week off. What you got?
I
Christine?
don't, I don't know. With the weather changing and being able to get in the pool and the open water, like I'm feeling motivated.
Mm.
Ooh,
So I want to stay motivated, and usually that's where I struggle. I'm usually good for about a month and then I kind of fall off. So I would love to stay motivated from now through the race.
nice.
Right.
Cheryl?
I'm gonna say crunch time. I feel like any cyclist out there knows that it takes time to build your motor, if you will, like your endurance, your strength, your speed. It just takes time to build that cycling motor. And I've not built that very well over the last couple months. So I feel like I'm in crunch time. I've got to get out there. I have got to really train hard for the next couple of months. So I don't feel like I have a lot of leeway time at this point. So crunch time is my word. Get
Nice.
out there and go.
Yeah. I think mine's gonna be similar, but I'll go with I'm just gonna put miles in my head. That'll be my like start adding the miles. Like I feel like I'm strong enough. I feel like I have a decent engine. I think I just don't have that time of my feet hitting the pavement. I need to get some longer miles in. So that's mine.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Well, is there anything else you guys want to add to this episode?
It's great to see you all.
It's good to
I
see.
know. It's good to see all your faces.
Yes, I miss you guys.
Miss you too.
I
I'm
can't.
ready to be closer.
Yes, please. Can't wait to give you a hug. Well,
Same.
it's gonna be fun. We have just a
I'm
couple more
excited to be
months.
in Michigan for the summer. I feel like I haven't done it in like I can't it's been a long time since I've gotten to be like in Michigan during the summer. I'm so excited for it.
That's the
And by the
best time
water
of year.
and
It's so
oh
beautiful in
man.
Michigan.
Yeah. I miss it. That is something that like I miss. I miss those like I want our kids to experience that of like going up north in the summer and like having the water and the clean lake and the clean river and like being able to go swim and experience that we got to.
You
I
have a
want that
place
for
to
them.
go. You have people
I
to
know.
see.
I know. I just have to get in the right country.
It's-
I
Absolutely.
know.
Soon,
Yeah.
very soon. It's coming.
Soon. So close. We're so close.
And we are, Colleen, I think you're in a heat wave right now.
Oh my gosh, it finally broke. Today is the first day that like it's okay. I have the windows open and everything, but we were melting. I put the kids' mattresses in the living room because we have one air conditioner and they slept in the living room together because I can't leave my windows all the way open at night because we live on the third floor and if one wakes up and they try and climb out, they could die. So, yep. So, but it was like 100 plus for like 4 straight days and 90 plus for 10 days.
Oh my gosh.
I told you it was 85 degrees in my kitchen with an air conditioner. Like it was ridiculous. Like the kids were sweating. Like it was awful. So today we have a breeze. It was like 70s. 80 was like the high. Oh, it was so nice. Thank God. And it's supposed to like do that. And if it hits 80, it's been raining. So, I'll take that all day long over what we just went through. And there's no air conditioning anywhere. Like you go into store, they don't air condition stores here. So it's just, we
It's
thought,
not a
oh,
thing
like
in Europe.
maybe one or two would be like air conditioned. Nope. A grocery store that was it.
Oh gosh.
Because their produce will go bad.
Oh man. We're
Everything else
supposed
is,
to get above 100 degrees here in the next couple of days.
yeah, I think we sent it your way. I think
I
that's
think you did. I'm looking it up right now. We have a yellow warning today, so it'll get over 90 today. And then tomorrow is 97, Wednesday is 99, and then down to 98.
yeah.
The initial reports were it was well over 100 degrees. So maybe we've come down a little bit from that, but we'll see in the next couple days what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah,
Well,
ours
good
is
luck.
down here. Wednesday's 97, Thursday and Friday are 98, Saturday's 95.
Mm. Yeah.
And that's the temperature, not the feel like. And
It's Virginia, so it's a swamp.
The swamp, yeah. And when
Everything
you're
is-
trying to sleep in a tent, it's so sticky.
everything is moist.
We made that mistake. We went camping the 4th of July, our first 4th of July in Texas. Like it was like 120 degrees. What were we thinking? Like it was so stupid. We literally were just naked in the tent, just like trying not to like touch each other.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, don't touch me, you're so sweaty. Don't touch me.
So
And we had a
gross.
mesh tent, like we have like one of those tents that it's like mesh on the top. Like, oh, it was awful. Yeah.
Well, hopefully the next week or so we'll all turn the corner and be in a better place.
Yeah. So
All right. Well, that will wrap up this episode of Sisters Before Blisters. We are on, just look us up on any podcast platform. You should be able to find us. Also, we're on YouTube. And again, please subscribe and like the video and tell your friends about us. And leave comments because we would love to know what you're thinking or what questions you have. We would love to answer them.
yes.
Until then, just keep showing up and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye. That's it for Sisters Before Blisters. If you've enjoyed hanging out with us, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And drop us a comment with what resonated with you today. Also, share this with someone who needs a push to try something new. There's nothing like trying something completely out of your comfort zone to remind you of what you're made of. Until next time, keep chafing the dream.